Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a Great League Battle video consisting of Whiscash, Talonflame, and Skarmory. This is a team that I actually did face and I lost to it, and then I noticed that another YouTuber had put a video out on it, and I think they went 25-0 or something like that with it. They did name it that they stole it from somebody else, so I'm not really sure who originally created it. However, all three of these Pokemon have received new buffs this season. Whiscash with the Scald, Talonflame with Fly, and Skarmory with Steel Wing. So here I am against a Defense Deoxys, and they go for a Psycho Boost. I farm them down. So I am low on energy or health right now. I go for a Scald first, hoping to get the attack debuff, and I do get it, so that's perfect. So then I go for a Mud Bomb. I think Mud Bomb does more damage, but like I said, I wanted to try to get that attack drop. So there they are able to farm me down. I'm going to bring in Skarmory here because it withstands any of the ice moves, and the Drill Run not going to be super effective because of the flying, and kind of worked out in my favor. Luckily they brought in the Azumarill, which would have completely walled my Talonflame. So this is where I want to see it. I'm able to handle it with Skarmory. The Steel Wing actually does quite nice against the fairy typing. So I'm going to go just for Sky attacks. Go for this one here. They do shield that up. So I got the first shield. And I'm going to let this go through. I think it's the Ice Beam. I find it funny with the Azumarill, most people run Ice Beam and Play Rough, and then the odd time I'll let it go, and I'm like, oh, this will just be whatever, and I'm like, I bet it's going to be a Hydro Pump, and sure enough, it's a Hydro Pump. Get their last shield with that Sky attack, so they really don't want to see Skarmory in the back. However, at this point, Talonflame kinda is a decent answer for the same sort of things that Skarmory is. They're a little bit different, right, with the Steel Wing and stuff like that, but Talonflame, if you've got a grass in the back that you don't want Skarmory to see, Talonflame's going to do better against it, right? If you've got a Steel in the back, Talonflame's going to do better. So it works kind of nice that way. You can lure out the potential threats basically with Skarmory. I was very close in this match there. You can see ended up having a Flame Charge be able to take out the Azumarill, otherwise I would have lost that one. It's a good game to my opponent there. Another Azumarill. Been seeing these guys a lot lately again. I guess they're buffed to the bubble, right? So this first move here, I'm thinking that it's Play Rough. It is Play Rough, so good to let that go. And here, similar to the last match, I go for the Scald first, just hoping to get that attack debuff. I didn't get it, so I do throw the Mud Bomb here. Again, I think Mud Bomb comes a little bit faster and hits a little bit harder, just in the neutral situations. I think Scald is a harder hitting move, supposed to be, but when Mud Bomb seems to do more damage, and you get to it a little bit faster. So here they're going to throw. I'm letting this go through. I felt like I had them close enough that my Skarmory could take care of them. And then they bring in a Talonflame. So I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird here. If they let this go through, then it's going to do a massive chunk of damage. And if they shield it, then I've grabbed a shield and I can switch into my own Talonflame. So I'm going to shield this first move just in case they do the same sort of thing, try to Brave Bird me. But looking back at it right now, I probably should have let the first one go through, shielded the second one, because they probably were still switch locked, so they wouldn't want a Brave Bird at that point with all the health they had. But they let another fly go through as well, so I am able to farm them down there, and that actually was really good because then they didn't have a bunch of play or farm ability with their Azumarill. So here, I'm in a decent spot. It doesn't look like it, but I still have a shield. They have a shield, but I am up to 2 sky attacks. And the first one will get their shield. Now I can shield this, and the next sky attack will take them out. This is a situation where Talonflame would have been really good in the back as well. Would have the Incinerates would have just demolished the Venusaur. So that sky attack takes out the Venusaur, and now it's a race. Can I farm them down before they get to move, or farm me down? Yes, I can. So another very, very close one. Good game to my opponent. Dragonair lead. This would be a good one to have Blizzard on the Whiscash. You'd pretty much, well, you'd definitely one-shot it. So here it's either a Body Slam or an Aqua Tail. It is just Body Slam. And I'm going to go for Scald again first. I love debuff moves, so if I can get a debuff, then you know the Dragon Breaths aren't doing as much damage and stuff like that. So I love going for the debuff move first. Mud Bomb, but there you can see definitely Mud Bomb did more damage. I think. There was one that I was like, oh wow, definitely Mud Bomb's the way to go. Anyways, I let that go through, and I come in with Skarmory, and I Steel Wing down. And let's see, another Azumarill. So a time not to be running poison, and you see Azumarill after Azumarill after Azumarill. So go for another Sky Attack here, and like we've seen in the first 2 battles, this is definitely where you want to see it, is against your Skarmory. Ice Beam doesn't do a lot, Play Rough does nothing, and I do shield up Play Rough, and then they switch into Lickitung. So same sort of thing, I go for the Brave Bird. If they let it go, I am going to do a massive chunk of damage. I do get a shield, so then I switch into my Talonflame. I need to keep my Skarmory available for that Azumarill. And so here I'm going to save the shield as well. They go for Body Slam. I over tap there. I went for another Incinerate and then tried to tap the move. So they get to another Body Slam. Now I'm at pretty much 2 moves here. So I'm going to go for this Flame Charge. And they let that go through. So I had to do one more Incinerate, get to another Flame Charge. And this should be getting the last shield. If not, it'll take them out. So it does get the last shield. And then they do an aggressive switch into Azumarill to farm me down. And so I come back in with my Skarmory. And here, I think I shielded up again, even though it is the Play Rough, I need the health. And now I should be safe to do a lot of over farming and get to the Sky Attack here. This should be taking out the Azumarill, and then I'm almost at another Sky Attack. And they do have a move, but this should just be a Body Slam. I think even if it was a Power Whip, I would live it, quite honestly. So I get to this, and I think they gave up there, because you can see the notification popped up. So there, I think they gave up the match there. Good battle there. Skarmory into my Whiscash. So here I'm gonna go straight for Scald. Mud Bomb, even though it is a steel typing, isn't effective. So Scald is just more neutral against the steel and the flying. As you can see there, it has a decent chunk. It did not get the attack drop. So here I think that I shield this up, and it is the Brave Bird, so that was a good call. So they switch into an Azumarill. So here I'm gonna go just straight Mud Bomb. I figure I can spam a lot faster, and as we've seen, I believe that it does hit a little bit harder in this situation. I should actually like test that one day or find out for sure how much damage each one does on Azumarill. So here they go for Play Rough. I let that go through, and now I'm almost at 2 Mud Bombs again, and I'm okay. Again, I know that they have Skarmory in the back, and Talonflame can handle Skarmory no problem. And I already did some damage, so my Skarmory should be able to take out their Skarmory. And they should be pretty much out of energy because they threw that Brave Bird. So here I'm in a good situation, or even shields, and I can take this move, figuring it would be a play rough, and there's the Hydro Bump. So now I'm in a bit of a tougher situation, but I'm able to Steel Wing down, and then they bring back in their Skarmory. And here I'm going to go for the Sky Attack. They still have a shield that I want to try to get rid of. No point in Brave Birding and having them shield it and then hit me with a Sky Attack. I think I let this go. Don't live? I do live. I just live. And so I'm able to get to Brave Bird, and this is funny. They, I think, thought they were going to catch a Sky Attack. Bang! Almost one-shots the Medicham that they, for whatever reason, brought in, and then they just conceded. I think they were like, oh man, what did we just do? So that was a funny one. Good match to my opponent. I don't imagine any of you are still watching will see that. If you are, let me know in the comments if you like that. I think this is the last match here. So Scrafty into Whiscash, and we're gonna go for the Scald here. Again, it's like a neutral thing. Try to get the attack debuff, and there you can see I did get it, and it takes them about half health. And now I'm just gonna start spamming the Mud Bombs. They let that one go through too. So at this point, I'm kind of wondering, I'm like, okay, what do they have in the back that does not want to see Whiscash? I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm gonna keep my shields, and I can Steel Wing down here. I really like that play. Kind of soft losing, get them into like the deep red, and then I'm able to come in and do a couple Steel Wings and farm them down and get some energy on my Skarmory, so that works out well. Here, I'm not really sure why I shielded that first move. I don't think that they have anything that's really going to threaten me. So I do let this next one go through. And now I'm into the yellow, and I'm over farming a little bit here, and I'm gonna go for the Sky Attack. They let it go. So now all they have left is Vileplume, so I switch aggressively into Talonflame, and they concede. So that was a 5-0 set. Good team. I did play one set this morning, or part of a set, and I have lost a couple. But overall, it seems like a good team. If you guys have the Pokemon, I would give it a try them out, see how you guys can do. I am still climbing, as you can see. Taking my time. Anyways, hope you guys all have a good holiday, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.